Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Is there any connection between leadership influence, that means the personal influence typically of the CEO himself or herself, with performance results, the results coming in from the effort of the employees? Is there any connection between influence and results, or is it that what the CEO needs to do is just to drive by numbers alone, saying you better do it or else? Or is some measure of influence necessary to get performance and results that is sustainable? Is it really necessary? In order to get that next level performance, there must be a way to influence the mind of your employees, the will of your employees, and the emotions of your employees. If your leadership style is by communicating numbers alone, well, you may just be able to influence the mind. People know what to do, but they may not do it because they want to do it. That is because the influence have not reached the will and the emotions. That is why leadership influence is so important, because if we just communicate by numbers alone, what we are doing is that we are merely leading our employees by informing them. Whereas if you take into consideration the will and the emotions, you are looking to inspire them. Now, this is usually the part of the equation that is missing in much of the personal leadership situation in organizations today. There is more information than inspiration. There is so much talk today about business intelligence, about big data, about doing analytics, but not a lot of emphasis on the personal leadership influence, particularly coming from the CEO and the senior leadership. You might have the best business intelligence in town, but if there is no inspirational personal influence coming from the CEO and his or her direct reports, all the intelligence would be going towards meeting certain expectations and measurements, but the performance is not sustainable because you are not able to capture the will and the emotions of your employees. So, what can be done? The human heart is a funny thing. It is more motivated by convictions rather than commands, meaning an individual's heart is more motivated by the influence of conviction, what he or she believes in. And also, the human heart is driven more by a sense of purpose rather than profits. Now, when we talk about conviction, a strong state of belief, and purpose, a strong clarity in direction, this cannot be provided by the job description alone. This takes the consistent influence from the top leadership of the company. If you find that your leadership style is just a series of instructions to be drummed into your employees, or a series of numbers to be chased after day after day, then your leadership influence is not reaching the heart of your employees. There are two steps that you can take as the leader of the organization. Number one, what is the story that you believe in? Story about why the company was started in the first place, the story about where we are going. People are inspired by stories. It's not how much you make or what you sell, it's what you stand for. People love a story. And if you find that if you can position the organization within a meta narrative, a story that makes sense, a story that contributes to the good of society, a story that inspires the emotions and the will of your employees, you are a step closer to achieving a strong sense of conviction and purpose that will drive the company forward. Secondly, influencing leaders also know how to glory together, meaning there is a sense of celebrating the end game together as a team. as an organization, you will find that a lot of the influencing and inspiring speeches and direction given by great leaders have a certain end state, have a certain glorified vision of what we can do together. And guess what? They state this vision over and over and over again. Even if the organization moves from one leader to another leader, they sing the same song. The glorified state of the vision is reinstated over and over again. That's why, in order to be a leader of influence, there is no shortcut or short-term thinking. If we change from one leader to another leader, the story, the glory of the vision should remain the same. Then it is very inspiring to the employees. So whether if you're influencing your organization as an effective leader depends on these two questions. One is, what is the state of the story? Meaning, do your employees know what you truly believe in? Because people can smell inauthenticity a mile away. What do you believe in, truly believe in? In many organizations, there is no lack of statement or beliefs, but what we really need are more than just beliefs. We need believers. Secondly, how is the state of the glory? Do employees and everyone in the company have a sense of hope? Is there a confession of hope, something that they look forward to? Because when times are tough, when the struggle is there, people need a sense of hope. How does the end vision really look like? Is there an element of hope whenever you speak, or is it all just gloom and doom? Hope is the currency of trust and faith. When you are able to tell the story, then there will be conviction. When you are able to state the hope, the glory of the vision, then there will be purpose. Conviction and purpose equals to an influencing leader. And when you are able to do this consistently, your performance will be sustainable. Your performance of the organization will indeed reach the next level. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com.